Welcome back. Well, it's the first official week of summer, and for some people in some communities that may mean one thing, but in Wainwright it means Stampede is just around the corner. Joining me now is Art from the Wainwright Stampede. And Art, just how big is the Stampede?
Well, the Stampede it's an old event. It's our 57th year this year. By CKSA standards, which is our governing body or our sanctioning body, we're the 5th largest rodeo by payout. So it is a big rodeo, and it's a huge event to our community.
And the rodeo is the big draw of the whole thing, right?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I mean, the CPCA chuck wagons are there every year, and we get an incredible turnout. Our attendance is huge for the chuck wagons.
Having both, though, at the same time, that must make it quite an event, right?
It's a lot of work, and you know.
Well, work aside, for me to show up and your general public, it's got to be a great event.
It is a huge event, and it's you know, in Wainwright, it's the biggest event that happens all year long.
Okay, so what exactly can we expect from this year's event?
We've changed the format of the rodeo significantly this year. All the champions from the rodeo will come back Sunday night to the Battle of the Buckles, is the phrase we've coined, and so everybody will be able to watch the championship runs from the Wainwright Stampede Sunday night. So they'll get to see the winner perform, where in other years that winner may have come out of the slack from Wednesday morning that won the rodeo. So everybody will get an opportunity to see the champion of the Wainwright Stampede Sunday night.
For the fans, that's got to be a great addition, right?
It's great. It's great. And, the fans get to see it. It makes it easier for television to come and package it up and put it in a parcel and put it on TV.
Having everybody there too, it's not just the rodeo events that are going on throughout that weekend, but there's other stuff going on. You get a Midway as well this year. It's back as always?
Yeah, West Coast Amusements will be there. They'll show up probably in a couple days and start setting up, and they'll be there for the 4 days and run all day long and you know, half the night. A parade's downtown Saturday morning, starts at 10 o'clock. I mean, it's always incredible the number of people that come and watch the parade. Everybody loves a parade.
Well, let's get into the parade actually a little bit here. How many floats are you going to have, and what's the theme for this year?
The theme is Proud to be Canadian. The number of floats, it's hard to say. The entry to get into the Stampede Parade is really simple. You go onto our website, wainwrightstampede.ca, download a form, you can enter it. The requirements are pretty simple, and so we never know until the day of how many entries we will have.
Is it nice to have a parade in town to be able to show off some of this stuff? Do people really get going for it?
The parade is probably our single largest attended event, and it's free. So I mean, the parade route is about 1.5 miles long, and it's lined from both sides of the sidewalk virtually the entire way.
As parade marshal, do you got a special spot picked out for yourself to kind of watch, or do you got somewhere you might want to give a tip to somebody to go and watch? Or
as well, I think there's probably not a bad spot to watch it. In the first probably 3/4 of a mile, which is from the Communiplex down Main Street, is probably the ideal vantage point.
Awesome. Overall, how much of an excitement is it to have this event going on in Wainwright? I mean, you guys must draw even too in from Irma and even Lloydminster, probably people coming down for this event.
We've did different polls. We have draws and try to get a bit of an idea where people are coming from, and the circle, the radius that we're drawing from is huge. I mean, into Saskatchewan a long ways, Battleford, Luceland, Unity, and then as far west as Tofield, Bruce area, and that's about the size of the radius. But I mean, inevitably we get a lot of people from outside that radius too that come to the event. It is a big event.
Cool. Well, if anybody's looking for information on the event, where could they go? What should they look at?
Our website's probably the best, wainwrightstampede.ca. We have, our posters are out. It's hard to find places to put posters. Lots of people don't want a big poster in their business, but we put out a promotional book, and you can see them scattered throughout the Midwest. We have people running them around to different towns and places. So, but probably our website is the best place to find information.
All right. Well, don't forget to get down to the Wainwright Stampede this weekend. My guest has been Art. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
After the break, we head to Bodo to get an inside look on how they're teaching everyone about the ways of the past. That's next on Around the Region.